Hey guys, it's John from Dragonfly here. So today I'm going to show you how to download and take music with you on your phone. This is great for DJ mixes, especially. There's no copyrights with amateur DJ mixes. They can't charge for them. They're allowed to put them up for free, and you can put them on your phone. This isn't the best way to go if you're trying to download individual tracks, and especially if it's copyrighted stuff, you should just pay for that. But this is a great way to download some DJ mixes if that's what you're looking to do. And I'm going to leave some links at the end of the video to a whole bunch of videos, to a bunch of DJ mixes that you can download and take with you. So just, for what it's worth, disclaimer, don't share copyrighted music online and all that stuff. So having said that, this is all free tools that you can use. And here's the first one. It's called Mp3 Tag. You're going to need this. I'll link it down below. That's the download file. This software has been around forever. It's safe. I've been using it for years, never had an issue. And then also you're going to need something here called 5K Player. It's also a free download, 5kplayer.com, and I'll link it down below. So the first step, once you download the software and you install it, the first step is that we're going to launch 5K Player here, and this is the initial interface. So I made a couple folders over here. You can see one says download, one says MP3, one says screenshots. You can set this up however you want. I just did it so it was easy, and you could easily see it on the screen. So the settings are over here on the right, and it looks like a little eject button kind of thing. If you click on that and then you click on settings, this is where you can set the folders for all these different things. And we're actually going to change one of the folders here. Let's change that to screenshot. Let's see, desktop, screenshot, select folder. Boom. So now we got, that's all set up. And as you scroll down, there's other options here for things you want to do, hardware acceleration. I'm not going to go through all that stuff right now, but you can go through that at your leisure. And when you're all set, you can X out of it. And then you're back to the main screen. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the YouTube button. And let me get rid of this so you can just see what it's going to look like stock. So that's what you'll be looking at, basically, is this screen. So we're going to go over to YouTube and find a playlist that we like. So over here we've got this DJ, spoiler alert, that's me. And I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to copy that playlist. And you select in this box, and you don't even have to right-click and paste. You can just hit paste URL and analyze. So if you hit that button, and what it's going to do is it's going to analyze that whole playlist. So if there was a bunch of other mixes on that, I mean, that's like almost 10 hours of music right there. And we just got to wait for it to analyze. So you can see it analyzed, and now it's got all 4 mixes from that playlist. So what we're going to do is we're just going to download the first one. And because I set it to this download folder, that's where the mix is going to download to. But it's downloading a video file right now. It's downloading an MP4 file. So we're going to have to convert that to an MP3 file, and that's what this software helps us do. So we're going to give it a second here, and then come back when it's done downloading. Okay, we're back. That first mix finished downloading. So you can see now that it disappeared from the list here. There's 3 more mixes in that playlist that we could have downloaded, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. But you can see over here in videos that we've got a little number 1 sitting here. So if we click over in videos, that is the mix that we just downloaded. So if we have another step we have to do here, which is to convert it from an MP4 video file to an MP3 audio file. So we're going to click on this, and as soon as we highlight it, you can see we have the option to convert. And when you press down here, you can convert it to an MP3 or an AAC. So I always convert to MP3. And you click on that, and it's going to instantly take care of it. Now, when we were in the settings earlier, that's where we set the folder of the destination folder of where it's going to dump that MP3 when it's finished. So that's what it's doing right now, and we'll see when it's done. You can see we've got a little status bar here. So it does take a minute. Again, I'm just going to pause the video for a second, come back when it finishes. Okay, we're back, and now you can see it's finished converting, and now you can see we have a little number 1 over here in our music folder. So we click on that, and there's a couple others in the library here. So anyway, we're kind of done with MP3 Player for a second. There's one more thing we have to do, because we also have to Mp3 Tag. We're only half done here. So here in the download folder, hang on, let me bring that over. here in the download folder is the video file. And then here in the MP3 folder, that is the MP3 file. And that's the music file that we're going to bring over to our phone. So that was the conversion that we just did. But we still have to grab a screenshot. So let's go back to the video player here. And we're going to play the video. Oops. Yeah, let me kill the audio. And but what we're going to do, see the little camera button here, is we're going to take a snapshot. And we're going to need that later. So you can see that in the screenshot folder, it just took a snapshot of the cover. And what we're going to need that for is the MP3 tag. Because if you don't MP3 tag this stuff, what ends up happening is, we can kill that now. What ends up happening is you put this on your phone, and even though the file's on your phone and you can play it, it'll say unknown artist, unknown song, and it won't have any cover art to show you if you're playing it in your truck or on your phone. You want to see that cover art because that just kind of tops it all off. So now the next step is that we have to MP3 tag it. So that's what we use that MP3 tag program for, which is this. So what we're going to do is first you have to point it, you have to, you launch the program and you say change directory, and we're going to tell it to, we're going to point it at, let's see, desktop, MP3, and then we're going to just select that folder, and you can see there's that one MP3 file sitting in the folder there that we just created. So now we have to tag it. As you can see, when we highlight it, you can see everything here is blank, and that's exactly what would happen. If you took this MP3 file, it's got a title, but all of the tags are empty. So if you just took this plain MP3 file right now and you threw it on your phone, everything would be blank. It would just say unknown artist, unknown song, everything else. So what you do, if you have to highlight it, and if you had multiple songs by the same artist, you could highlight all of them, and you could tag them all with the same artist, and then you would individually change their songs. But anyway, I'm getting into minutia here. So we highlight the mix, and then we're going to say the title of this mix is Walking the Line. Okay, the artist is John Force. The album, we're just going to say again, is Walking the Line. The year was 2007. Track genre was hard dance. Okay, and then the last thing, you don't have to worry about any of these other fields if you don't want to. I mean, the only really ones you really have to worry about are artist and title. You don't have to put album, but it's good if you wanna. It helps to organize on your phone and stuff like that. But then the last thing that we need to do is put that cover art in here. So we're gonna double click this, and we're just gonna drag this over to here, okay? That was the screenshot we just took, and then we're just gonna hit save. So you can see we saved the tag, and what that does is it tags the MP3 file with not only the cover art, but with all of the artist and title information. Now you're ready to put that either into iTunes or into whatever Android phones use to play music, and you're gonna have the full-blown it'll be like any other MP3 that you maybe bought and downloaded. It'll have all that stuff. So if you play it in your truck or your car or on your phone, you'll see the cover art, and you'll obviously be able to see the artist and all the other data. So I use iTunes, so I'm going to just launch that. I'm going to pause this for a second, launch it, and I'll show you how to import one of these songs into iTunes. All right, guys, we're back. It only took about 20 minutes to launch iTunes here, and multiple and task, crash using Task Manager to get the stupid thing to open. So anyway, so now that you're in iTunes, the way that you can add your newly found MP3 file is to go to File, Add File to Library, and then here's a little tip too. If you copy and paste the location, you can just hit Paste down here in File Name and hit Open, and it'll bring you right to where that location is. And that works in any program in Windows. You can do that. So that would be your MP3. You'd click that, and then you'd hit Open. I already added this. I don't want to add it again because it'll make a duplicate. So then it'll be in here. You'll see it in your as a recently added, and then you plug in your phone, and you can just drag it and drop it onto your phone, and that's it. So a couple things I'll leave you with here. I know I ran through that kind of fast, but a couple of things I'll leave you with here is that this has been doable for a very, very long time, at least probably the last 8 or 10 years. The tools have become a lot easier to use, especially this 5K player thing, and the fact that it's free. For a long time, you had to pay for stream ripping tools if you wanted to do this kind of thing. So what I'll leave you with is this. I mean, I've been around the internet for a very long time, pretty much since as long as it's been around. And I remember back in the day when you could download anything, entire seasons of shows, or, I mean, anything. I mean, it didn't matter. Books, music. I mean, you could get anything anytime. And I think we can all probably see the way things are headed is that it's becoming less and less that you can do those kinds of things. So I would say take advantage of this while it's still around and it's still available, because I would not be surprised in the next couple of years if they find ways to block this kind of thing. I mean, you're still downloading. When you stream it, you're still downloading it. You're just not storing it on your computer. So all this thing is doing is grabbing the stream and actually saving the file to your computer. And I would not be surprised if they find a way to block this in the future, and you won't be able to do it. So if you have stuff that you want to grab it, get while the getting's hot, and don't set up a server and share it, because that's how you end up with the FBI on your doorstep. But having said that, another thing is that this software doesn't just work with YouTube. It works with other streaming sites, especially sites like SoundCloud and Mixcloud and all these other streaming websites. I don't think it would work with like Spotify or one of those, because you don't have like a URL, like a saved file that you can just grab and download. But any website that streams like saved mixes, you can use this software and download the stuff. So anyway, I hope you find this helpful. And I am going to link at the end of my video here. I'm going to link some playlists that I like, or some channels that I like that have a bunch of awesome mixes. And feel free to share any links in the comments of channels that you like that have nice, hard bang and dance music. I like, the fast and high. I like fast drum and bass, neurofunk, hard dance, hard house, stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to link to. That's the kind of stuff I like. I don't like slow house or any crap like that. So if you have some suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And I'm always looking for new stuff. And we will talk to you soon.
Yes.